The SP-404 Mark II is a live performance beast. This is just the beginning of how I'm using it, and it's already blowing my mind. Let me show you what I mean as soon as I shout out today's patron, and that patron shout out goes to Alex Thompson. Thank you so very much for the support. Let's get started. Let me just apologize really quick for any of the sounds you hear outside. The power line crews have been working all day, cutting branches and prepping for the wind and hot weather season coming very soon. I tried to wait them out, but they've been here since like 8 a.m. and they're still going. So I just decided to go ahead and film. Anyway, if you've been following the progression of my live rig / drum set / filming desk area, which I have affectionately named The Cage, you'll know that a lot of it revolves around being able to use the SP-404 as the centerpiece of my live rig. And that's what I've started to do today. Basically, for this video, I just want to walk you through a little bit of what I have set up and then do the bare bones of a performance and get you excited about where this setup is going. The idea is that it's going to be a scalable live rig. So I want to be able to take the SP-404 and record and write with it however I want. I've got a Synth MIDI controller here, the TempoPad C16. I'm going to do a separate video on this because this thing is pretty sick. And then I've also got my Arturia Keystep 37 down here, all reliable. I've got my electronic drum set over here. I've got my SPD-SX right here. And then also over here, new to the channel, is the Roland Juno D. I have this on loan from Zounds.com. I don't think it's going to be a permanent addition, but I've really been enjoying using this as a sound source. Basically, I can write my music however I want with the 404 and this setup. I can just sample things directly into it. I can make one-shot samples, I can make loops, I can take those one-shot samples and then sequence them. There's endless ways to work with the 404 Mark II with all this gear, and it is going to get there. And I am going to eventually cover all of it. However, I want to be able to have all of that gear with the 404, but I also want to be able to scale everything all the way down to just the 404 Mark II itself, and still be able to give live performances. So the ability to go from all of this gear all the way down to just the SP-404 Mark II, depending on the circumstance. So the little performance I want to give you today just uses the SP-404 Mark II. That's where all the sounds are. I do have a microphone plugged in, but I'm not going to do any singing because I haven't really worked that out yet. I've got the Synth TempoPad here, the C16. I've got a few pre-prepared patterns right here, and I actually have the bottom row of the TempoPad here set to switch between them. Then I've got some toms up here, some electronic toms. You can't hear any of this yet, but yeah, some electronic toms up there. And then I've got a couple synth samples right here. Everything else is programmed into those sequences, except for one other synth sample that I have in group E, and that's actually what I have selected to play chromatically, and I'm playing it chromatically with the key step here. Again, you can't hear that yet. I don't have any audio recording other than this microphone. So far, I'm really enjoying how this is coming together, but I do want to very much stress that this is a work in progress. I was just excited by that progress and wanted to show it off. Most of these sounds do come from the Juno D here. Like I said, this will not be staying on the channel. I really just wanted to get this to get some classic Roland sounds quickly into this setup. I am hopefully going to be switching this out for something like an S1 or a Mini Freak, something a bit more manageable, not as crazy bulky, but this is a pretty killer stage piano / synth, I will say that. Then I do have a video coming on the Synth TempoPad C16 because it's got a pretty cool combination of features that make it perfect for pairing with the SP-404 Mark II. Not going to be using the SPD-SX at all. I don't have that set up. Just a real bare bones performance, but again, I want to showcase the potential and just give you a little check-in of where I'm at, because the SP-404 is really starting to impress me. So I've got the G7X set up. Let's do this. All right, here we go. I'm going to turn external source off so you can't hear the microphone in case I sing under my breath. But enjoy the framework of this song. And remember, this is all very much a work in progress. And I do plan on eventually taking a lot of the pre-sequenced elements out of the sequences and actually performing and playing them live. This is just a check-in of where I'm at right now. All right, I hope you enjoyed that one. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm really sorry for the noise outside if you can hear it. Nothing really I can do today. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like on it. If not, you can always leave a dislike. That's okay too. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thank you all so very much for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.